welcome to the Spa Tech YouTube channel. My name is Kaitlin and this is Ron. And today I'm going to be teaching you how to do highlighting and contouring on the face depending on the person's face shape. So what we're going to do first, before we even pick up any makeup brushes, well, Lauren has a gorgeous face, of course. She has big eyes and she's just super pretty. But what we're going to do is look at her square on and see what face shape she has. So she looks like she has an oval face. It's not square, it's not pear-shaped in any way. Maybe it's a little bit even like a heart shape because her forehead is a little bit wider and her chin is a little more narrow, which is, perfectly okay. So what we're going to do is start by using a concealer for a highlighter. So this color is a lot lighter than her skin tone. So I'm just going to grab some on the back of my hand. And you always make sure to close your container after to keep it nice and clean. So what I'm going to do is put the concealer, because it's lighter, on the places I want to pop out on her skin. So a lot of people do this when they're doing photography or if it's a wedding. So what you're going to want to do is put it right on the cheekbone. So I'm just going to do one side of her face just to show the difference. So I'm going to put it all on her cheekbone, up her nose, and a little bit on her forehead, because you really want to make that pop out, those spots. And then just a little bit on her chin. So after that, we are going to grab our foundation swab, and we're just going to push the product right into her skin. And you want to make sure to spread it out evenly, because you don't just want a big white blotch right on her cheek. The key to all of this is to make it look subtle and natural. So now that it's all blended onto her cheek, nose, and chin, we're going to move on to the contouring. So what we did was the highlighting. So I'm going to use a big fan brush, a big fluffy fan brush, as you see here. I'm going to use a darker color than her skin and a bronzer. So you get the product, and you tap it off, not all of it, but some of it, just to make sure that doesn't, fly down her face. So we're going to go right under her cheekbone, and we're going to darken the area. So I'm going to make a nice, thick line. I'm going to do just a little bit on her forehead. And again, this will make it look like the area is receding. Okay. So after the fan brush, we're going to use a big, fluffy blush brush, which is awesome for blending. And make sure that the color isn't just sitting on her skin. It'll make it look more natural. So those are for the big areas to highlight and contour. So now, we're going to go back for the smaller areas and get a smaller chisel brush. I'm going to use that around her nose and her chin area. It looks a little bit like the Lion King before you blend it in. I'm going to use a smaller blush brush. Close your eyes. Sometimes I like to go in with my hands just because I feel like it's easier to blend. Then after all that, we're actually going to put on a foundation, which you can watch Laurent's video to learn how to put on foundation properly. Okay. So once the foundation is on evenly, you can see the difference between one side of her face to the other. This side has a bit more of a pop on her cheekbone, and up here it recedes more, and then on the other side, you can see it's more flat. So you can go in after and put a blush on or anything like that. It's just important to make sure everything blends carefully, and you'll come out with a nice contour makeup. So thanks for watching.